Hey everyone, Egman here with my friend Abe, or Egg Fryer. We're on our way back from ARG Indy, and we've got some time to kill, so we're going to talk about the event while we're still kind of fresh in our minds. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like the afternoon of Sunday that we're recording this, so it's still super fresh in our minds. So, what do you think about the event, Abe? You haven't been to events since Nationals, right? Like a big region.
Yeah. This is the first event I went to this season,
yeah.
I guess you could call it. And
this year for sure.
Yeah, this year for sure. And it was super fun and all that. I mean, topping helps.
Oh, yeah. Abe was able to get 4th in Swiss, getting in top 8.
Yeah.
And myself 10th, which would be in top 16 if they had it. So
still counts.
Yeah, still counts. I don't want to like overplay how well I did. I did all right. So. But yeah, super fun event, and we were both pretty much this event somewhat paid for itself if we don't count food, gas. So
super expensive food.
Yeah,
but super good. Go to the Ram if you're ever in Indianapolis, Indiana. Go to the Ram.
Yeah, they have these like you talked me into these poke nachos.
Yeah, they
were really good. We both decided that next time we go we need to stop there. So.
Shout out to Alvin.
Oh yeah, also Alvin, for recommending that. So, but yeah, what else? So yeah, the event was the meta was super weird. First of all,
super diverse.
Yeah, it was. Let's go through what we played. So I did. I played.
What deck did you run?
I played Chile Limo, Victory Strike, with a little bit of sauce for what I was expecting this meta to be, which was like. Not anything, but that was fun. I did, let's see, so I went through a Shenron Gogeta, which I lost again. So it was pretty close, got to game 3, but definitely a terrifying deck for mine. Then I played against, what else after that? I played a Slug deck, I played an Android 17 deck, I played was Mill next? Maybe it was
Android 17, not Super 17.
Yeah, Android, like the old cell leader.
17 and 18.
So, was it Android? I'm going to say the next thing was Mill. Then after that, I played Black Broly, I think.
Yeah.
And then another Mill.
Slug and Green Broly.
Another Slug. And Green Broly. Maybe not in that order, but so... Janemba's the only leader. Janemba and Slug were the only leader I saw twice. Everything else was Green Broly, Black Broly, Android 17, and Shenron. So a lot of diversity. I really wish I went against more Kidku and
like
Janemba. And there was like a blue Gogeta that was kind of near the top tables that I really wanted to play because that's a good matchup for me. But yeah, super diverse, hard to. You just kind of, it's that meta where you don't have to really be anti-meta, you just have to have a good win condition, so.
Right.
And then the second, so I went 6-2, and the second deck I lost against was Michael Friend's Black Broly. It was a really cool deck. Abe played it as well, but he won. But yeah, very interesting build.
Super solid.
Yeah, I think it was a really good meta call, so it just did a lot for him, so. That's it. That's my experience. How about yours, Abe?
I played the fairest leader in the format, Janemba.
Yeah.
And super linear. It was okay. Honestly, I hate the leader. I hate everything about Mill, pretty much. But I don't know. I just wanted to top, kind of see what it feels like to actually top events, and then really try out like my skill, I guess, with a leader that seems pretty strong. Like first round, I played against Mecha Dende, which he got a game 1 loss because he showed up with 5 seconds left on the clock. Like he already got his game 1 loss for being like how many minutes late? 5 or 10? 5 minutes late. He got his first game loss, and he was like 9 minutes and 55 seconds late. 5 more seconds, literally walks in a room. He's like, "I'm here. We can play a game."
Yeah.
So luckily, I was able to pull that off, even though he awakened like on turn 1. So
okay.
Yeah, super great. Game 2, round 2, I played against Broly, Height of Mastery. Super scary. Went down to game 3. Milling Victory Strikes, that's the way to go.
Yeah, that was the one top 8, right? No.
I don't think it's him.
Okay.
I think it's someone else.
Okay.
But I mean, everybody was playing that deck, so pretty easy to get confused.
Yes.
And then what was round 3? What was my round 3? Do you remember?
Was that Michael Friend?
Yeah, Michael Friend, who
Yeah.
Hayden lost to.
Yeah. I think part of it he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't know his skill.
Yeah, for the leader for that Black Broly, he didn't know until like the end of day 2.
Yeah.
That when you swing with it, you don't have to pitch 3; it's up to 3.
Yeah. For his milling 3 cards.
Yeah. So when he was playing against him, he'd swing with leader and mill 3. So.
But that's why you have Tau on the side in case they figure it out. And you're just like, haha, now you have to drop 3 cards in there.
Exactly.
And then round 4 was that was the same guy you played against, the Shenron Gogeta.
Yes.
That game 1 was pretty. I don't want to say, okay, no games are ever easy, but from what my memory was, compared to every other game, it was easy. Compared to like game 2, where game 2 he like at one point he had Purunga out, Shenron out, at all costs out. He Gogeta 7'd me once, and then he Gogeta 7'd me again, and he had all 5 of them out on the board, and I was still surviving, but eventually got blown out. The game 3 I went super aggro because I remember what I gave like some advice to Hayden about what to do against the matchup, so I went like super heavy aggro with like going in with pan powers, just like little 1-drop pans, and just started like killing him with it, eventually to the point where he had to spend more resources to survive for him to get Gogeta, and then he just lost so much advantage.
Yeah, because I think the last game he had to combo out Vegetas to stay above 2 life, so he could activate Gogeta's effect, like the Gogeta effect, and then he can have a way to summon it. So
while they're not awakened, keep pushing in.
Yeah.
And then let's see.
A nice visual there.
Yeah. Push it in. Like here's some Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But let's see. Round 5 was Broly Hayden Mastery again. It was again super close. It was on stream. First time I've ever been on stream.
Yeah.
Besides like locals.
So was that guy? I forgot his name.
Yeah. I think he was going to be the one. I can't remember his name either.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One Broly Hayden Mastery got top 8, and it beat him, I think.
It was it was super strong. Obviously, milling it helps. Like I remember, game 1 I milled it out. Game 2 he had the Trunks foreseeing. What is it? Trunks overseeing time or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that card is seeing a lot of play right now because it's just like, oh, it gets milled. Now I warp it. Now it goes back to my hand. Now I have an instant add Victory Strike to my hand.
Yeah, it's almost like an easier way for you to find Victory Strike in that deck.
In game 3, I milled his Trunks and Bulma. No, not Bulma. I milled his Trunks, and then the next try I milled his Victory Strike. And I'm just like, ha ha ha, no way of winning now.
Yeah.
And round 6, I played against the winner of the whole event. He was playing Skillless.
And that was on stream too. Like you've got 4 matches were streamed of yours?
Yeah, in total.
Yeah.
Played against Skillless. He was super, like, his deck is skillless, but he was definitely skilled. Like, definitely not skillless.
You're skilled at finding those TNs.
Yeah, oh my god. Like, game 1 was super cool, super chill. Like, grind out. Honestly, Janemba and, like, skillless is just, like, who could get to their, like, advantage faster. Like, could I get to my defensive cards faster than he could get to his, like, Kid Goku and, like, Krillin's? Stuff like that. Like, first game, grinded out. Second game, he triple TN'd me, like 3 turns in a row. And yeah, that hurt a lot. And then game 3, super grindy. Like if anybody watched on stream, like
super grindy.
I was literally sweating, like literally sweating. Kami came in clutch, and then striving to be the best, Goku comes in clutch every time. Beside those if you play blue, and Kami whenever they overextend.
Yeah, you put in a lot of practice for this event, and it really showed because you, like a lot of the times, like there are a lot of like clutch decisions that you have to be like, oh, do I Dimension Magic for free or do I take the life? Like, what's the way to do it? And it's not as, I know like a lot of people say it's a helmet deck, but it really comes down to like being a lot of skill and practice involved to get to the top 8 table, right? You can't just free pilot to it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And then round 7, hold on. For round 6, Skillless, I thank Alvin a lot, who was also my round 8 opponent, but I met him on Untap, stuff like that. Consistently played against skillless, so I somewhat knew the matchup really well with it. So getting my butt handed to me by him a couple of times during Untap definitely helped me out for the tournament. In round 7, somebody else I played on Untap, Brandon, right?
Yeah, Brandon Bowling. Yeah.
I am so sorry. I just there's so many names I had to know this weekend. Hey, my name's this, my name's this, my name's that. All right, you're him, you're him, you're him, all that.
Yeah.
So Brandon, he was running a Paronga Victory Strike.
Yeah, that deck was sick.
Yeah, I really, really liked it. I remember the first time, he was testing it on Untap, and some random guy I played against, and he was playing, I'm like, oh my god, that's so good. Then me and him, after the match, we're talking about it, and we're like, hey, you were the same guy I was talking to about it. It was super good.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, honestly, I would watch out for that deck. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's got the same thing as so it has pluses and minuses for Yellow Broly. Plus is that it's easier to find pieces and you don't have to awaken your opponent to go off. Then the bad thing is that you don't have as much disruption. Yellow Broly can have cold blows. That's a big thing.
Right.
For Zeno, which is a main counter to it. So.
And then Yellow Broly can also just breast mode Borgos, Luises, stuff like that, which hurts the matchup. But round 8, final round of Swiss, I played against same Alvin that I've been talking about. Game 1, he wrecked me. Game 2, he misplayed hardcore, and he will even admit that. Even I admit, I'm just wow, I definitely think it's definitely because he was tired.
Yeah.
He just had a long journey all the way over here because he's from the same area as Hernandez.
Yeah, Atlantic, Northeast. Yeah.
Yeah, come all the way down here, then play for 8 hours on the final round, and then me and him, honestly, at that point, I didn't really care. He didn't really care. We're having fun. I just met you for the first time ever, and we're just it's like seeing a real life internet friend.
Yeah, but you guys are both somewhat on the bubble too, so it's kind of serious.
Right, towards the end. And then game 3, it came down to he comboed up to 70. We were in time.
Yeah, time after time.
Yeah, time after time. That we have 10 minutes to complete our 1-0, 1-2-3, and he was on his final swing at 70k combo, and then timer went off, so then we have to put down our cards. And then it would end in a draw, but for sorry to cuss, but for shits and giggles, we just decided that hey, let's see if I could do it. And then I comboed up to 80, and then next turn I could just attack, and then he'd mill out.
Yeah, so it benefited Alvin for that draw. He would have lost if the game was played out. So.
Yeah, but I'm definitely happy for him because I wanted him to at least. He's still got top 16 no matter what, which is still $100 voucher.
Yeah,
which is great.
But so he ended up 9th, which is just a heartbreaker, though.
Yeah, I know, it's 9th and 10th, the two closest people I was with.
Yeah, but because if he would have lost outright, I would have been 9th. Maybe we'll see, but then I would have been depressed. But it was really cool. And then anything else from day 1 though?
From day 1, just a lot of super nice people, I guess.
Yeah, I really do love this community. It really is just a bunch of guys getting together and hanging out. And, just even there's the Yu-Gi-Oh crowd on the other side, and I'm not trying to shame based on card games, but it definitely felt there are way more people for the Dragon Ball event first, but everyone was pretty chummy, and there weren't any big incidents of rulings or anything that I heard of. So.
Nothing like a Supreme Kai Champa or anything like that.
Yeah, or any Godstrike Beers rulings.
Yeah, what kind of rulings are that? That's why I cited it.
Yeah, but no one seemed super scummy or anything like that either. So that was good.
There was no real rule sharks or anything.
Yeah. But to counter that, let's go to Top Cut. The opposite of that.
Well, hold on. Before Top Cut, real quick, do you know how cool it is that literally our card game, you know how card games are generally associated nerds and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Which I don't really give a shit. But there's literally an NFL defensive end that plays Dragon Ball Super, which I think is one of the coolest things.
Daylon, super great guy.
Yeah, he really is. First time I ever met him, super chill. He seems he was giving me props. So I'm wow, like a football player is giving me props for playing a card game.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
great. I wish he came back day 2, but to participate, he really wanted to get an invitational to the ARG thing, and he got 36th, which kind of blows. I think I don't know if he knew that if he played day 2, he could have gotten an invite from the 1K event, but
I'm sure he had things to do too.
But shout outs to him, super great. So appreciate it. There's just so many, like, it is just a sense of just like, hey, we had a short conversation on Facebook. Oh, you're actually a great guy in person too. Awesome. So
and they actually meet you. They're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, exactly. But just like a lot of nice dudes, and everyone who came up to me and talked to me, I really do appreciate. Oh, I guess we didn't talk about this either. So fun fact, I left all my clothes at home, like all of them. I was wearing PJs and like a bedroom shirt for like a sleeping shirt for the ride up here.
Yeah, and then we were like 2 hours into the ride.
Yeah, and then my fiance calls me. He's like, "Hey, did you mean to leave this big bag of clothes in the front hall?" I'm like, "Oh no!" And then I immediately checked to make sure I had my cards.
Priorities.
Yeah, priorities. But so I had to go to like Walmart, and also we didn't also know that there's like a time change. I thought Ohio was when the time changed, so like the Walmart next to our motel was also closed, so I had to go out of my way.
Hey, how was our motel, Hayden?
That is like the sketchiest. Maybe we should talk about this afterwards, but it was. We should have taken pictures just for people to see how sketchy that place was.
It's just like, if you think about The Shining, instead of everything being red, just think of everything being blue, and the hallways smelling like paint and cigarettes.
Yeah. Our room smelled straight like paint, but we'll go back to this later, I guess. But
top cut today.
Yes, this morning at the early hours of 8:15 a.m.
Eastern time.
So we checked out of our motel. That's not to bring back, but like normally it's like a kind of a process to check out a motel.
Yeah.
We just went to the front desk and said, "Hey, we're checking out," and they're just like, "Okay, bye." like we don't have to sign anything. No, you're fine. Go get out of here.
Wow,
so,
that was easy.
That was super easy because I was gonna just kind of drop them off and then come back and check out, but they made it super easy. So thanks, Motel 8. But weirdest top cut that I've like seen. So
I've experienced.
Before we go into it, I think a lot of people might complain about. There were 3 cases in that top 8 of people with incorrect deck lists. Which doesn't sound good, but they were as far as I know, they're all caught, right? But
they really weren't like big.
One was somewhat big if you knew the game, but I'm going to just say out front, no one has time to check everyone's decks and deck lists for this kind of stuff. It's not something that is part of the, it's not like the tournament staff to get part of that. I'd say the one case with the Janimba, that's a bit of an edge case, but...
do you want to explain what it is?
Well, yeah, so there are 3 people. One, Brandon just changed cards in his side deck before the tournament started, and he didn't update his list. I think he added like bad rings or something.
He took out successor helps for bad rings.
Yeah, that's what he did. So he just didn't add that to his list. So.
And well, to hit like for him, I mean, it's somewhat excusable, I guess, because it is his first big tournament.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the big thing. Like this is his big tournament, and he just
Brandon's
forgot.
the Paronga one that I was mentioning earlier.
And we've only met him today, yesterday, but
first time meeting him.
In no regard do I in any of these cases, I don't think any of these were intentional in any way. I think it's just people being goofs. But so there's that. The guy who ended up, ends up winning the whole thing. The one skillless in top 8. He did. What did he do?
He just added. When he was like writing out the list, he like wrote in last second. Like everybody makes last second card choices.
Of course.
Like he just wrote it in, but he forgot to like scratch out the cards he took out.
So he had like an 18 card side deck or something.
Stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
It was either in the main or side or something like that. Like, I mean, it's a mistake. It happens. Like, especially if you're being rushed, aka if you show up with like 5 seconds left. And then, if you're like rushed, then you're gonna make mistakes.
And then
get to the venue early. This is why you go early, people.
Yeah, and then this seems to be more of a trend than anything. What was his name? Jordan?
I do not remember.
I'm going to say his name's Jordan. If it's not Jordan, I'm sorry, Jordan. But
sorry, not Jordan.
Sorry, not Jordan. But yeah, he played Mill and he had the 5-drop Bardock in his side deck. And Janemba,
which you warned me about like multiple times.
Yeah, anytime I know any of my friends are asking about cards, I look them in the eye and say, "You're not playing Janemba, right?" And
because I would judge you if you were.
It's just the way that this card game works, and just card restrictions, and like not a UI where you can physically put it in, and then not legally for the game. So, but yeah, he had the 5-drop in the side.
Yeah, which wasn't really that big of a deal because he never really played against Green Broly.
He never played against Green Broly, so it's like functionally okay. I don't know. Like,
yeah, it was like if he played it against the Broly, if the Broly player did not call him out on it, then I would think it's okay, honestly. Yeah. But that's not up to me.
Yeah, I don't know. End of the day, all 3 of these people got game 1 losses.
Yeah. So fair punishment, I guess.
Fair enough punishment. So even I don't know, it's a big risk for someone. Like if like for the biggest example that I could think of is for the skillless.
Yeah.
If he puts like 18 cards in there, and then he can just say, oh, here are the 15 I'm going to be using for this top 8 because based on what it is. So that's like the one potential I could see, and also perhaps like if a judge looked at the deck list and they didn't like count 15 cards, that would be maybe the only fringe application. But it's hard to say intent from there. But yeah. So anyways, all 3 of those people got game 1 losses. Brandon played against Michael Friend's Black Broly, and he lost the first game, so he just lost the whole thing. Yeah. And I think he lost because he got turn 2 Chin Texanoed, which just ripped. Yeah. And then it's so embarrassing. Do you know the guy who won? The name of the guy who won?
Yeah. I literally had one.
All right.
Thomas. I want to say his name's Thomas.
Yeah. And then also.
Yeah, Thomas.
Okay.
Thomas.
Can you look at the other guy's name? Is it Jordan?
We got Brandon.
He was in 6th.
He was in. Oh, who's the guy who's in 6th? Jordan.
Jordan. Aha! Yes, I got it. Sweet. Okay. But yeah, Jordan also he 2-0'd the guy who was playing Broly Height of Mastery, which name is
Broly Height of Mastery, which was the third seed. Michael Washington.
Yeah. He got super lucky though, apparently, because he mailed both
victory strikes,
and then
wait, he didn't mail them. How can he mail them? He's skillless.
No, wait, who is Jordan?
He played it. Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he played Nova.
Yeah, he played.
All right. Yeah, he played Nova.
And then the last guy. What was it? Yeah. So Thomas. Yeah. So Thomas's opponent also didn't show up.
Yeah.
So he just won a free $150 or something.
Well,
like that.
Yeah, his opponent didn't show up, so he automatically went to top 4. But his game loss carried over to top 4.
Yeah.
But yeah. Easy money. Kind of wish that was my opponent, but no.
Yeah, and so Michael ended up playing Daniel, right?
What? Mill?
In semifinals, right?
No.
Who played who?
Daniel played against Michael. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Daniel played against Michael.
Can't remember names.
Oh, God. And then Thomas had to go in the top 4 match. He had to lose his first game because it carried over, and then he still 2-0'd what's his face? Janemba. Jordan. Yes. And then from there, Michael beat Jordan. Michael beat Jordan. Michael beat him, and so Michael got 3rd, Jordan got 4th, and then in the finals, it was a pretty close game 3 to give it to Thomas. So Thomas won, skillless won
against Daniel.
Yeah, so if we look through the top 8, so first was skillless, second place was Mill, 3rd place was Black Broly, 4th place was Mill, and then the rest are...
I count myself as 5th place.
Yeah, so there are only, 2 Height of Mastery? Broly. 2 Height of Mastery. Was the other Broly didn't show up? Was it yellow Broly or green?
Yeah, it didn't show up. No, the green Broly didn't show up.
Yeah, it was the green Broly, yeah. So only 2 Victory Strike Height of Masteries. got into Top Cut, and they didn't get into Top 4.
3 Janemba.
Wait, 3 Janemba got into... No, 2 Janembas got into Top 4.
Yeah. We're talking about top overall. It was it was Black Broly, 2 Janembas, and then 1 Skillless.
Yeah.
That was the top 4.
Yeah. So you still get the big main 3, even though no one was playing Green Broly. It was
besides the one guy that didn't show up.
Yeah, the one guy who didn't show up, and then I played 1 in Swiss, but it wasn't anywhere. There was people rarely playing it. It wasn't a bunch of How to Mastery Broly either. And there was a fair amount of Mill. Not so much Skillless too. I'm not sure if we're gonna get like a leader breakdown, but there seemed to be just a lot of diversity, to be honest.
Yeah, it really was. Just the main ones being right. Wait, what's your wipers on? The main ones being obviously Janemba, Skillless, and Broly.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the main ones.
Yeah.
But there were some Chilai and Limo there.
There were 2 other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one
plays at all costs, which you couldn't do.
Well, he could play at all costs, but you can't use.
Which is bad.
You still get energy on tap if you get it for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure,
See, that's how he justified it. But yeah, his deck was kind of cool, but you can't use it to take 2 life. Yes, and then I think the other one was running, as far as I'm aware, if I could be corrected, but a somewhat carbon copy of mine. So, but yeah, so that was
starting
cool.
trends.
I saw a lot of people not know what my deck was still, which is good for me, right? I was pretty happy. So
who's Egman?
Oh, and so that's kind of the thing, because I usually wear my Egman shirt to be really obnoxious about it, but.
Where was it at?
It was on my front hall table, but so there's so many times where people were like, wait, you're the Eggman? Oh, hey, shake my hand. So, but yeah, that was fun. What else about this event?
Anthony Hernandez.
Yeah, Anthony didn't show up.
I really wish he did, though.
Yeah, it would have been interesting.
I just want to meet him in general, because, like, here's a little fun backstory that nobody really cares about. Like, back in the day when we used to play Naruto and stuff like that, for all you OG people that know Pojo.com, I used to play, since we used to, like, trade cards online and stuff like that, and one of the main people I used to trade with, his name was Star Fox McCloud on Pojo, and we made, like, multiple trades. He used to buy my cards, I used to talk to him, super friendly guy, all that. And I remember his name. I remember his name being like Anthony, but I didn't know like his last name, but he was like based in New York and stuff like that. And then I see this guy topping in Dragon Ball, and then like, hey, he's in New York too. It's Anthony. He used to play Naruto. I'm like, hey, that's the same guy. And so it would always be like super cool to meet him one day, because it's just like, how old was Naruto? How long ago was that?
That was like 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
So like some guy I used to talk to like almost
a
decade ago, used to be super cool and friendly with. Like, it'd be cool to actually just meet him for the first time.
Yeah, but he got I think he just couldn't get the plane ticket. I don't know.
That's just couldn't get his money, or Patreon was like messing up or stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know 100% how his situation worked out, but he wasn't able to make it. So
right, go ask him.
Yes.
Go to his channel, stuff like that. Boom. All about you promoting other channels.
No, you can't do that. Cut the feed.
Copyright.
No. What else? We kind of talked about it. Martel. It was sketchy. It had like one of those like lights that kept flickering.
Yeah.
Like consistently. I'm not sure it was like I don't know if it was like part of the hotel to be like, we just gotta go here. We gotta go for the bit, but that was nice.
Their quality of breakfast was.
Yeah, it was.
Guess what I ate today? So it was like raining this morning. I ate a nice cold soggy waffle.
I hope you're gonna use the word soggy, because that's what it was. Yeah. What else? So just the event in general, super great. ARG's great hosts. Judges were great. No disputes there.
The only one thing I didn't like about it is like, I kind of wish more like pro players came or something like that. Just like bigger names. I know
it's a weird season right now, because we're like in between seasons, and
PBG was running their own event too.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Apparently, I've heard people say like only 20 people showed up or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, but I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about that thing, because I've been too busy here. But be interesting to see how that goes. Apparently, like a yellow Dende did well. I don't know.
I think it got second, and then Broly got first.
Okay.
Yellow Broly, item mastery.
What else? I tried out Argent Saga.
Super fun game.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. It's still kind of starting, but it has a lot of elements from a lot of games. I'd say that magic is its biggest inspiration, but it has. I wouldn't let that deter you if it sounds deterring.
Check it out.
Yeah, it has like a mana system, like apparently Force of Will, where you have like a different mana
and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you don't get mana screwed, which is nice.
Still check it out though, because ARG is hosting something that has like quite a rewarding prize.
Oh yeah, at the Invitational for Dragon Ball, they have like a what was it?
Like a side regional kind of tournament thing for.
Yeah, where you just get like a bunch of money.
Yeah, like first place is like $2,000 if enough people show up. Disclaimer.
Yeah, exactly.
But like $2,000 is like pretty nice.
So yeah, it's I was I had medium hopes for it, and it lived up to it. So I'll probably do a video with it. I've got 2 decks, so that we'll see if you guys are interested in that. Let me know, and I'll try to make a better video. But it seems fun enough, and not to like it's free content for me to cover, right? So hey, yeah. But what else? So that was fun. Venue was okay.
Food was amazing.
Oh yeah, Rocky nachos.
Walmarts are always sketchy.
Oh, yeah, that was a super sketch Walmart.
Yeah,
too.
apparently, like I don't know if you go to Walmart in Indiana, like past your Indiana demographic's going to go down a lot after this statement.
Oh,
but like, just like you just go to Walmart like past 1 a.m. I guess it's like Walmart's everywhere, but like
it was like a party.
Yeah, like literally everybody was there, and every woman was like pregnant, and I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was a weird
Indiana.
If you didn't know what time it was, you, like from the inside, like you couldn't like this. It was booming for like midnight. And Indiana, you could just buy like, this is foreign to us, but you could just get like super hard alcohol in a Walmart, which is crazy because we can.
Like Kansas, what is it?
We just got approved on April 1st to get like
stronger beer. Yeah, wow, 4% to 5%.
It's the gateway drug to Fireball, but
they had hardcore liquor there.
Yeah, they had it was like a mini alcohol shop in the back.
Yeah, like instead of like jugs of water, they just sold like jugs of liquor.
Yeah, because I'm used to like the Walmarts in Kansas where the freezer section is like right near the entrance, but it was in the back and right next to all the alcohol they were refrigerating at the same time. So that was crazy. And just I don't know, like the meta here was really interesting. So, I don't think I said this. There were what 128 or so people.
Yeah,
there were 8 rounds.
Right.
So good amount of people, but a lot of people were just playing what they wanted, which is really encouraging to see.
Yeah.
And an 8 playing Mill, but I think is there.
Don't play Mill. Don't play Mill. It's not.
Okay.
As somebody who plays it, like if you want to do good, play Mill. But if you want to have fun, don't play Mill.
What I would say about Mill is it has all the options to win, but you have to know what those options are. You have to like really know what the deck can do, and like situations where
it goes beyond just milling.
Yeah, it's to do well. You have to really study a lot of like niche situations. So
like I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but it's just like for Mill, I guess like you need to know when you need to be defensive, when your opponent like used enough of their resources that you can like push in and aggro them, when you should just like focus your game on milling them.
Yeah. How many times would you say that you just won by milling compared to just actually getting them down to 0 life?
Like you would assume like it would be like 90% milling, but honestly I would say 60% of the time it was mill. 35% of the time it was like double striking, like crit, just like going in for a game. And then The other like 5% is just like they either scoop before either one happens, or it's just like I lose.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
One of those. So it's really it's about, especially with whenever a TN's played and stuff like that, it's about resource management, if anything. So that's probably the hardest thing about Janemba.
Yeah.
So it may seem super linear, but if it's super linear, it's super easy. Like the thing is, it's just like everybody's saying like, oh, it's so helmet, oh, it's so linear and stuff like that. Like honestly, if it is, then why don't you just go top with it? If it's really that linear, then everybody should be topping with it.
Yeah,
you should go play it.
There are a lot of people I feel like who kind of had that mentality, and like it's in no way it's great. It's a great deck, but I have no doubt there are a lot of people who played mill and at their locals, and then you're like, I have high confidence at this event, and then just found themselves in these situations they normally wouldn't deal with and didn't know how to cope. So, because and the reason I kind of get this mentality is because I was watching a lot of games Abe was playing, and I was in my head saying, do this, then he did something else, and I'd be like, no, and then I realized that no, Abe made the right move, and I don't know how the matchup works. So that's a lot more matchup knowledge than you would immediately think. So
that's why you practice.
Thank
you, Alvin, again.
Yes.
Thank you, Hayden, for bodying me every time a victory strike. That's why I ran Pan.
Yes, exactly. And most of the Janembas, I think, quickly migrated back to blue Janembas from
blue yellow.
Yeah, blue yellow. All the ones that ran
or top.
Jordan didn't run a blue yellow.
No, he ran blue.
Yeah, we were just mono blue, which I think is correct. I think the blue yellow is interesting, but it's less
super
consistent.
fun.
Yeah.
And then when Infinity Union or whatever it is, the next set comes out, I'm sure if there's more blue yellow support, maybe it might shift back to blue yellow. But blue yellow is like super fun because you get like access to Crusher Ball.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it would have been way better against
Even
Super
the Bojack negate, like that just is pretty good.
You get a mill card.
Yep, and stop it, and then combo it later.
Super nice. But yeah, it's just like instead of doing that, you could have more consistency of milling 3 with Destruction Rare or 2. And also you don't brick, because there were like ultimately I used to play like blue yellow when I first like was testing the deck. Like I asked Egman over here if he could like make this deck for me. Like that was blue yellow. Tried it out, and then realized that like if there was ever a situation where like I have a bunch of Bojacks in my hand but not a single like dual colored energy, I'm just like, these are all dead.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's gonna be it for us. Anything you wanna great event, happy we did it. It was like an 8-hour drive there and back. And we gotta get home by midnight so Abe can go to work for 8 hours. Isn't that great?
Yeah, fantastic. Oh god, this truck is trying to kill us.
All right, we lived. Okay.
For now. If you don't see this video, we obviously didn't live.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's it. Like,
super nice people.
Yeah, can't wait to get home to put on some actual clothes.
Yeah.
And I forgot like my
everything. Toiletries.
Yeah, toiletries too. Like the smelly. Like, I would have brought deodorant, but I forgot it. No, I bought new ones because I'm a human. But know that I'm going to be surrounded by people for 8 hours. So
yeah.
Do you find card game parents smelly at all?
Like smelly?
Yeah.
It could just be the fact that you're like nose blind to it because you've been in it, like the facility for like so long. But like honestly, not really. It's not like the smelliest thing in the world. But there are some people that is just like, you smell like a bag of fried onions. Like,
yeah. Because I know that's been kind of a topic, but I haven't been to a tournament and it's just like, oh boy, smells like Dragon Ball in here. So shout outs to everyone, so I guess this is the part where we fail remembering everybody's names.
Yeah.
But we've got Brad Brown and Daniel and his whole crew. Great to see you guys. We've we've got some Stage 0 guys. We got Devin and Noms. Great to see you guys as well. Said thanks to Daylon. Shoutouts to Alvin and his crew. Forgetting what Jordan got. Jordan was part of his crew, right?
Yeah.
Jordan and Alvin for getting 9th. We've
then
got
obviously the winner.
Yeah, and the winner, Thomas. Congrats to him. Especially that doing that a 2-0 like that.
Yeah, out of climbing out of a hole like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Abe was the only one who beat him all tournament.
Yeah, he was 7-1, went undefeated in the top cut.
Yeah.
One guy to beat him.
Yeah.
And I take pride in that.
I'd say the Green Broly, if they showed up, that would have been a heck of a match.
Yeah, definitely would have been great.
Especially with a 1-game loss.
Now you have a chance, Broly.
Yeah. Who else? Shout out to ARG, to Jim, Vince, and everyone else who hosted. That was great.
Shout out to Egman.
Shout out to whoa, hey. And then everyone who came up to me and let me force a Chile leader on them.
Here, you want one?
It's just like, hey, do you want a Chile sign leader? And they're like, I guess I have room in my pocket for a single card. So that was really cool. And I wish I was better with names. And so from there, I'm sorry if I don't know. Just thanks to everyone who stopped by.
Everybody was nice. Nobody was like a huge.
The guy who came back and brought their hollow Chile foil. Thank you. That was really cool to sign. I definitely made that go down in value, but but thank you for that. I wish I remembered your name. I know your face though, if that helps.
Yeah.
Because I can't describe it, but I think that's about it.
Nothing else.
Anyone else that you would?
I mean,
Michael Friend and his crew. I played his entire crew, which was super funny. I played I think all 3 times in a row too.
Yep.
And
picking through.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Huh.
And I think that's it. Yeah. Did I say Bradley Brown? Also Bradley Brown.
Brad Brown.
No, there's Bradley Brown. Bradley Brown for being the #1 fan.
Shout out to Android.
Shout out to Android.
And Joel. Yep.
And Joel.
Young Badman.
And Badman. And all of Stage 0. Great crew.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh man, I know I'm forgetting somebody. Thanks to Anthony for not showing up. So I got a little
Thanks for giving me a chance,
Thanks for
Anthony.
giving me a bit of a chance. Sorry I didn't take it. I think that's it.
Are you sure?
This is one of the few tournaments where I actually owned all the cards I needed. So
wow. Life-changing stuff.
I know. Wow. Crazy. But yeah, that's going to be it for us. Thank you guys for watching. If you're driving home, listen to this. Drive safe, and we'll catch you next time.
Like us.
Yeah. Hopefully, if it hasn't already, I'm putting all the deck lists that I got. The Bojack guys.
We're back.
What? No, the Bojack guys. Thank you. That's one of the decks I was able to get. But
Yeah.
super
Fun
cool.
fact: people are running Bojacks.
Yeah. Bigger balls than me. So that's going to be it. So thanks, guys.
Thank you, and make sure your victory strikes aren't in your life.
Yes.